Hello everyone, I'm Gareth the Master 974 back again today, and welcome to the continuation of the Halo campaign evolved playthrough. This is mission number 2, Halo, as it's appropriately called. And here we have the intro cutscene. As you can see, it's a lot different compared to how it is in Halo Combat Evolved. So I'll just stay quiet here for a moment. Oh, poor guys, damn. Must be brutal. Oh, okay. I already spoke over the dialogue, my bad. But yeah, this is level 2, continuing on from the last level, the Pillar of Autumn. And as I'm going to show here, my perspective's on the top, my brother's on the bottom. That's going to be the way it's going to work for the whole playthrough. And immediately from the get-go, you're going to see me head over to the right, which is where there's a waterfall. And as is going to be a sort of common theme throughout this playthrough, we think there's going to be a skull over here because there was in Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, and spoiler alert, there isn't going to be one. So yeah, all of the skulls and terminals and stuff must be in completely different places, which makes trying to find them a lot more painful, because you can't just rely on old knowledge, you know what I'm saying, prior knowledge. So that is kind of unfortunate, kind of wasting a bit of time here. But I just wanted to correct something that I said near the end of the last part, which was talking about when the achievement popped up for beating the level, and I say that it's not going to work that way for most of the playthrough. I don't think that's strictly accurate. I mean, for the most part, I'll try and show the achievements at the sort of level end when they happen, but sometimes it might be a bit of a sort of delayed activation, so you know, like the next part, for example, I'll be like, hello everyone, and achievements unlocked immediately. Because that was from the previous part of the playthrough, but the achievement didn't pop and it interferes with the starting cutscene of the next level. So, anyway, just killed some enemies there. We're going to run over this Forerunner structure, head over to the other side. And I think my brother was making the point about the Banshees that are going to be showing up in this level at this point. Because again, I think in Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, there's an achievement to destroy all of them in this level, which means you need to destroy the 2 that show up in this section. As you see, the Banshees are right there. You saw them on my brother's screen just for a second. Well, there they are again. So I think we try to shoot at them, but we don't destroy them. But yeah, again, it's just wasting more time because we need to, you know, head up the hill and carry on. I think I give up pretty quickly, so I just sort of run up the hill in a second. So yeah, I don't really have much to say following on from the last part, other than it's been a while since I actually played this, because I've got through about half of the normal Halo 1 campaign in one sitting, so that's going to go up to 343 Guilty Spark, that level. And at this point in time, during the audio commentary, we haven't gone back and played 343 Guilty Spark or Beyond, so yeah, that's the way this is going to be working. And there's something as well. I did say this is going to be a sort of 13-part playthrough. That is going to account for 10 parts, which is the normal Halo campaign, and then 3 bonus missions. You see me constantly switch to the pistol just because it does that animation where it sort of chambers around every time, which is a bit funny. So I was just messing around and spamming Y to switch weapons, which is a little funny. But yeah, here we get some Marines, and gotta sort of stay at this structure and defend them while we hold off some Covenant baddies. So interesting stuff. I think my brother's still going for the Covenant only weapons run, while I'm just sticking with whatever weapons that we start with. So don't think we do much in terms of like exploration around this area, and I'm just sort of like constantly punching the air for whatever reason. But yeah, that's the first of the drop ships, so you're gonna have to either take them out from afar or get up close and personal. And we get jackals, the introduction of the jackals in the courtyard, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm trying to take them out from afar. My brother's trying to get a bit more sort of up close and personal with them. So yeah, as I said in the previous part as well, it's kind of difficult to sort of follow what's going on because of mine and my brother's perspectives, and I kind of remember what I did, so I've got to try and focus more on what my brother's doing because that's what I wasn't really paying attention to while I was playing the game. But yeah, trying to think if there's anything else that was sort of talked about at this point in the campaign when we was playing it, other than obviously talking about how great the graphics look and sort of how much of Halo 1 it really feels like. That makes no sense, I know, but you know, I've got to figure out something to say. But yeah, I'm trying to head up top to see where the next dropship is. It's on the other side. My brother's lagging behind a little bit, so I try to drop down. And I think there is actually full damage in this, which I didn't realise, so gotta be careful of that, like jumping from too great a height or whatever. I'm going for the melee kill right there. And there as well. And there is actually another dropship that goes behind you, so I think there's this one, maybe one more, and then we can move on to something a little bit more interesting than the sort of enemy wave-based holdout, whatever's going on here, and doing the switch weapon thing again. But anyway, so at least from my opinion, this is pretty good so far. I know I talked about something that I heard about, or at least saw through my YouTube recommendations, that you can only kill the male marines and not the female ones. I only sort of mentioned that in passing, but I was going to say I don't really agree with that as a sort of gameplay decision. But if it means that they can't die, like they're invincible, that could be interesting for Halo laser strats. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Going to make it so the Covenant can kill all the humans, and that's sort of the reason why you want to kill them all. But yeah, not a fan of just you can't kill certain NPCs because of some modern political bullshit or whatever, you know. But anyway, so got the last sort of wave of enemies here, I believe. So I try to take him out with a pistol. Not going too well, but brother's going for some noob combo strategies. I missed the punch there, so I tried to get in close, and my brother's dead for some reason. I don't know what killed him, but sort of punch him in the back of the head when he's down. Must have been like a grenade explosion, or he just took too much damage and died. So I sort of like yep, there we go for the tea bag because he can. And my brother's teabagging himself. What a disgusting thing to be doing to your own dead body. But yeah, that was the 4th time James has died in the playthrough so far. I died 3 times in the Pillar of Autumn, and that was a great grenade stick, I think, unless I completely missed it, in which case that was an awful grenade stick. But there, that was a great punch in the back on my end. So just trying to, you know, use the grenades to the best of my ability to take out as many enemies as possible. And just carry on with the game at this point. I think that's the only issue with me doing these post commentaries. It's not going to be that interesting if I don't have anything to say, and especially if I'm going to be doing a bunch of them in quick succession. It just is going to continue the whole I've got nothing to say sort of thing. But try to see if there's any unique weapons around here, because I thought there was, but I must be getting that confused with one that's coming up in a little bit. But yeah, here we get the lifeboats, life pods, escape pods sort of coming down. You see 2 of them there. Well, Tana said there's 3, so I'm looking out for the other one, and there it is. So this is where you get the Warthog. So it's going to be a bit interesting to see how this plays out. I believe I drive first and let my brother take the turret. Just because I thought, you know what, my brother's going to fail. He'll probably get us killed, so I'm going to go first, and we'll switch the roles up a little bit later. But yeah, this is where we have to go into the ring, into the Forerunner sort of structure. And I believe my brother was talking about potentially there being a skull in this area, because there was in, you guessed it, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. But I think I decided I'm not going to sort of mess around with it, just because on the balance of probability the skull's not going to be there because it wasn't there. The skulls weren't in any of the places we thought they would be from our experience so far, so that was why we didn't sort of check it out here. So just going around, driving around, and now we get this sort of section where we're going to have to fight some guys. So yeah, we get more jackals and grunts and elites, so I try to drive around in such a way to allow my brother to get some kills, and I don't know what he's doing. He's aiming at everything that's not the enemies. Okay, there we killed a guy. But yeah, maybe that's just my driving that's not helping. Like I'm thinking it's helping, but it isn't. Of course, up ahead was where we need to go, and I try to troll James by thinking, oh yeah, we're going to drive off into the abyss and die, but sort of U-turn at the last moment and sort of try to get some splattinations as well, some splatters. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you'll see me just in a second here be like, yeah, okay, we gotta activate the bridge, so I'm just like getting the hell out of this and we're going forwards. Oh yeah, and they tell you how to do the power slide in the Warthog. I don't think I've been able to pull that off yet. Still got like the rest of the game to get through to try and successfully do a power slide, but don't know how well that's going to work out. But yeah, so you see where I'm going, you go up here, there's an elite jump scare, so I'm just like, no, kill him, and then James misses his shot completely, which is just like, yeah. But there up ahead, this is where there's a bit of a difference between this version of Halo and previous ones, because normally when you activate that panel, there's like a little cutscene that shows you the bridge activating, but here they just don't do that. The bridge just activates and you can go forward. So I think me and my brother made the commentary point about that. It's like, oh, you don't get the cutscene here, why? And it's like, well, did you really need it? You know, are people going to be so confused that, you know, you didn't need to go that way or whatever? So I'm trying to troll James as well by driving the Warthog off without him getting onto the turret, but yeah. So at this point we can just drive straight through to the next sort of section where we have to save the Marines. There's going to be 3 life pods to get to, and got to kill all the Covenants so Foehammer can come down and sort of save them. So yeah, here we get a reunion tour. Cortana talking about reuniting with Captain Keys. So yeah, this is where you get told where the life pods have landed. And so I think usually the path that me and my brother take is to go to where the map installation 04 from Halo Reach would, the firefight map, which is just off to the right up here. We go there first, then we go to the sort of one where, you'll see it in the video here. We leave the one with the rocks till last. So yeah, we go here first. And as I said, this was the basis for the map installation 04 from Halo Reach. Great map. I think it was the only map where you actually ended up with friendly AI at the start of it, at least in certain game modes. But yeah, I tried to get some splatters, doesn't really work out too well until right there when I got a couple splatters. But my brother gets out, so I try to go for a splatter, I get one, bail out, leave the Warthog behind, and sort of go down to kill some of the enemies because the Marines are below us. So I try to get some kills. My brother's taken out an elite who is up top above us. So I think my brother stays above ground while I go underground and deal with the enemies. And I think my brother was trying to do something, but he accidentally threw grenades. So that was kind of bad gameplay on his behalf. And I sneak up behind some of these jackals and give him a nice little pat on the back, which kills him instantly. But yeah, so my brother found an elite who was just like camping up top on where you would camp if you was doing Halo Reach firefight, and I like that as well. I haven't talked about it, but oh yeah, I like it when you teabag the enemy. No. I like how when you sort of punch the enemies, the screen sort of has this bloody overlay kind of thing that happens, like a blood splatter. Which is, I guess, an unreal thing that you can do. But yeah, so I come up on the other side of the structure where there's some more bad guys that we need to take out. And I believe my brother just killed that jackal from up top of that structure, which was quite good. Great accuracy for my brother right there. But yeah, you see me go back to the warthog at this point, because we need to move on to the next area, and I believe this is where I decide to be the warthog gunner and let my brother drive, which is a very good idea, obviously. Nothing bad's going to happen here. But yeah, see, I get the tutorial on how to operate the turret, and my brother gets the tutorial on how to drive it. And I think he was sort of like trolling with the idea of driving off the edge, but he drives into a tree instead. And he drives into a tree again. It's like, yeah, what an amazing driver. Just keeps driving into the trees. But yes, we did take a look at the achievement list, and there was one for doing the last level without flipping the warthog over, which is exactly one from Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, so we'll see if we can do that when we get there. There's a whole slew of other achievements that we saw as well, like doing a remixed mission, which don't know what that is. Maybe we'll get to that eventually, maybe not in this playthrough, but when the playthrough's done. And of course there's Legendary All Schools On as well, which I think there was like 40 schools or something in this, which I find a bit strange, because if it is like Legendary All Schools On, then what schools are there going to be to have like 40 of them in the game? And like, how bad is it going to be? Is it going to be like Halo 2 levels of just complete bullshit, insane, ludicrous difficulty, or is it going to be a little less painful than that? I don't know. I think I saw there was a glitch or something at this point in time. Maybe it's been patched, I don't know, but there was something you could do to make the process a bit easier. I don't know though, but yeah. So, trying to go around, kill these guys so we can save the Marines, and my brother's going in, and I don't know if he just killed someone there, but not really looking where he's going. But that's when I noticed that there's actually SMGs in the game. You can actually take one off the ally, which I actually do here. Yeah, there weren't SMGs in Halo 1, or Combat Evolved Anniversary for that matter, and I sort of sit it out, get the Marine out of the Warthog and sort of take his spots, and then I just have that amazing sticky grenade throw to kill that elite. And then there's just one guy down there which I'll take out, so yeah, so yeah, when I say I don't know what to refer to this area as, I'll call it like Cliff. But it's the guy who has the sniper rifle, and I think I decided at this point to sort of take the shotgun seat instead of the turret. So yeah, now my brother's driving again, and straight into another tree, and yeah, he takes the inside path here, which is not what he's supposed to do. You need to sort of go around the outside, and yeah, he's not doing a particularly good job here, so I sort of tell him you have to go like left here, but no, I don't think I did. This is the way we came in, but there's another exit. Yeah, so sort of like, well, there's another exit you can take, and there's some enemies that you can take out, and it'll take you to the rocky area, as I'm referring to it as, which is where we're heading to now, and crashed into the tree again. Thankfully the Warthog doesn't take too much damage when you crash into stuff like that. But yeah, so this is going to be the last sort of stretch of the mission. Sorry for providing such bullshit boring commentary today. It's just I don't really have that much to really commentate on. Nothing really has happened, and you know, it's just Halo 1. We haven't died that much, and I don't remember if there's anything that we oh yeah, there's Jackal snipers here. That's a new addition for this as well. weren't Jackal snipers in Halo 1 or Combat Evolved Anniversary, so I decided to take the opportunity to take them out from afar with a well-placed sort of pistol headshot. So yeah, I like how there's some subtle additions that weren't in Combat Evolved Anniversary. So yeah, the Jackal snipers just being one example, and the SMG that the Marine had being another. So yeah. Oh, I think the guy just said to take the sniper, but I don't. Let's just sort of let him keep it, because I'm sure the AI have infinite ammo in this, and we don't. Would be nice if we did, but then we won't be getting achievements, because things would be way too easy. You could just get a rocket launcher from somewhere and blow everything up throughout the rest of the game. It would make Halo Legendary Scores On a bit easier, hopefully, but you know, they'll nullify your sort of achievement progress for having infinite ammo, which is just bullshit if you ask me. But yeah, so much like what we did earlier, this is just sort of a holdout against a bunch of Covenant dropships. So I try to run around and try and get back to the Warthog. I heard a guy die, so it's like, no, and then I teabag him because I'm such a nice guy. Well-placed grenades to blow up the Jackals. And I think, well, do we want to take the Warthog? Yes or no? I get into the turret. Try to see if we could take out the dropships. It looks like the dropship's taking damage, but unless that's just a turret, but they're not blowing up, so either they have a ridiculous amount of health, or the game's lying to me thinking that we're actually doing damage when we're not. Or they can't be destroyed or something, but yeah, there's more guys that sort of dropped in, so I'm trying to shoot them. Made the point as well in part 1, but the fact that I increased the FOV so much and it's split screen kind of makes seeing certain things and aiming certain things a bit difficult. So yes, trying to sort of take enemies out to the best of my ability here. And yeah, I think that's when I decide, yeah, let's just not deal with the Warthog. Just use our weapons and see where they're coming from. But yeah, they're coming out over this way where I'm looking. I think my brother's trying to go in from a flank. He completely missed that elite that just like ran to his left. And yeah, he's gonna die, isn't he? He's gonna die here. No, he actually manages to kill the elites. He doesn't die to the grenade, unless that was my grenade. And so yeah, that was a close call from my brother's perspective. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last, or one of the last drop ships, or that drop pods, whatever we have to deal with. It's drop ships, I know. But yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to round off the commentary and let this sort of ending cutscene play out. So yeah, let me know what you think about the playthrough, if it's watchable or not, if you like the idea of me doing these sort of post commentaries over the gameplay. I don't really know if people like it so far or not, so it'll be interesting to see, for example, in the future how this sort of plays out. But yeah, that's all I really need to say for this video. As I said, I'll let the ending cutscene play out, and I'll see you for the next part of the playthrough. So take care there, peace out, see you later, have a great day, and I'll see you for the next part, which will be the Truth and Reconciliation.
New traffic on the Covenant battle net. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
Yes, a rescue mission, that's what's going to be happening next time. Hope to see you for that. And yeah, as I just said, have a great day, peace out, see you later.